My name is Marie Ketchiak. I was born at Holy Cross, Alaska. I had my education from the 1st grade to the 8th grade by the Sisters of St. Anne. I graduated from the 8th grade at Holy Cross, Alaska. I attended Mount Edgecombe High School and graduated at Mount Edgecombe High School. Then I went out to Haskell Institute at Lawrence, Kansas, where I was studying radio and electronics. Before the course was over, I moved back home. I had one of my people in my family wasn't feeling too well. Other than that, I took the Exceed program. I graduated from the Exceed program, which is a way of going to college, but still staying at home. And I graduated in 1982 with the emphasis on Alaska Studies. I taught for 6 years, and then I left the profession. I then went into tutor and do some tutoring for the GED program, which I really cared a lot about. It was about the students who were unable to attend school at most of their time, so they were some of them were a little older. Then from there I got interested in when they started. When I met my husband, he had reindeer, and he started talking about the difficult times that we have in marketing reindeer and how to get the life. A reindeer herder's life is not an easy life. But I liked it because it reminded me of when I was growing up in the village, and I had the freedom to get up and move around and be out in the open. And reindeer travel at such a slow speed. You often feel very, very happy to be out on the tundra even if there's little daylight. We reindeer herd sometimes 10 hours a day, sometimes 5 hours a day, depending on the weather. And the class at the university at Northwest Community College was very interested in the lifestyle that people lived in the Bering Straits region. So it was mentioned at one of the reindeer herder meetings that there was a great need for reviving the reindeer husbandry business. And so when the course came out, it was more than a welcoming thing for me to do, because it was a time of my life where I needed change in doing something different. I think that change in life is wonderful if you can adapt to it. Once you put yourself in a mode, I've never been in a mode, I've never been able to keep myself interested in something for a long time. So a change in my life came when I really needed a change. And in order to accomplish this degree in a timely manner, I came to Nome with my husband, who was then working at the gold mine, and his interest was to continue on along the lines of the EPA program that he was in. So I was very happy when my peers came. I had peers that were in different levels of life. Some were younger, some were older, but we all had in common the idea that we were all interested in reindeer. So the class was very exciting, and with a lot of field trips, with a lot of interacting with the staff of Northwest Community College, and everybody. It was one of the most encouraging courses I've ever taken in my whole career of learning. So there was hard times in studying and motivating myself back again, but I feel that in order for me to go on into the future to try to look at becoming a certified USD licensed meat inspector, I did need to start somewhere. And in the state of Alaska, there is a great need for this trade.
So that's your goal, is to become a U.S. Department of Agriculture certified inspector and help the reindeer herders in the area
Yeah,
market their product.
Right, in the meat product. Yeah, it's we know there's a demand for meat because it seems like everywhere we go they always talk about the green, everything that comes out of an unclean environment. They refer to that as green, and we have at Stebbins we have a very healthy stock. It's the stock is tested every year when we handle them in July. Their blood samples are taken and they're given their regular shots for the year. And we have how would I put this? We have a product that's disease free. We also study about we've studied about other animals like the cow disease, which could affect Alaska if the animals are transported up here, and if we transport animals in another place due to feeding grounds that come mostly from the droppings or man-made feed. Right now our reindeer are all open range fed. We don't feed them any supplementary. As the climate changed about 10 years ago, our reindeer suffered very immensely when the climate change came upon us and we were not ready. We didn't know what to do when we'd have really warm days and then it would just freeze solid at night, and the reindeer could not break through the to scrape the moss and lichens. I mean, not the moss, the mushrooms and lichens, and to be fed. So we had reindeer that starved. We were not prepared for that situation. So in taking this course and studying about different lifestyles, we were able to get more knowledge of how to have feed made available by using local willows and grass and storing it in silos, homemade silos, for these times when we think we're going to have a very hard winter. We still study the native way of how to predict the weather and the change in weather and watch the snow, but as the years are coming to where it's becoming much warmer by even 2 degrees, we're all going to face the changes of North America. So I like change, and to learn about, especially about the reindeer and what will happen with them and how their future looks is my interest right now in this time of period of my life. That I say thank you.